Greetings YouTube and welcome to the Blue Corner. No, I'm not dead. I've just been IV breeding for the last while. I thought this was going to be a much easier endeavor, but oh boy was I ever mistaken. Like, it's been quite an effort just trying to come up with an IV bred team. I'm getting there. I've almost gotten an ideal roster. Just kind of fleshing it out. I don't know what kind of dragon I want to run actually. My choices are Garchomp, Salamence, Dragonite, Noivern, Hydreigon, and the new one, Goodra. I don't know how I feel about Goodra. Like, it's a dragon and it's a semi-legendary, or pseudo-legendary, there we go. Like, it's one of those guys, but it's got a really weird stat spread. Like, it's especially defensive bulky. And it's just weird, because normally the pseudo-legendaries are really aggressive. I mean, Goodra's got a nice 110 special attack, but it's nothing like Dragonite's or Salamence's or even Hydreigion's attacking stats. Well, Hydreigion's special attacking stat, that is. So, I don't know how I feel about Goodra. It's pure dragon, which is neat, but at the same time, I just don't know what to make of it. Gooey's a really neat ability, though. I think, ultimately, though, I might go with Noivern, just as it's also like it's a really quick guy, and he's got Hurricane and Draco Meteor, which is kind of neat. But yeah, what are your guys' thoughts on Goodra and I guess Noivern, the new dragons, and well, Zygarde? But I think Zygarde, I don't even know what Zygarde does. I just think it looks stupid. Like, I normally don't complain about Pokemon designs, but Zygarde just looks ridiculous. That being said, though, enough about Pokemon dragons, let's talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! Dragons. In particular, I'm going to be giving you guys an update of my Dragon Ruler deck that I've just more or less stuck with since this format started. As you may have noticed by the title, it's no longer Blue Eyes Rulers, it's instead Standard Rulers. I made the switch largely out of just not really being fond of the increasingly inconsistent issues that come with the Blue Eyes build, the dead hands, the like the lack of flexibility. Like, I found that deck even harder to side deck than this one. And then there's Dragonity Rulers itself. I just really haven't played it. Like, anytime I could play Dragon Rulers, I've been playing the standard build or I've been playing the Red Eyes build. The Red Eyes build is not yet finished. I'm still working out on some card choices. There's actually some things from this build I want to incorporate into that build and see how they work out. Most notably, I don't have hand traps in the Red Eyes build. I want to get hand traps in there because they're kind of really important. That being said, I'm going to do this video a little differently, and that is, instead of spending 15 plus minutes talking about all my card choices and why I'm doing this or that and that and that, I'm going to give you guys my deck list in this video, and then I'm going to let you guys ask any questions you have on this build, like why am I running Trap Stun, or why am I running Battle Fader, and on Friday, I'm going to make a follow-up video explaining my card choices, some of the interactions that they have, and even maybe a couple combos. And while also talking about maybe the deck in general. So we're going to try and make this a little more interactive, because that's what Google Plus wants YouTube to be, because it's supposed to be like a Facebook or Twitter, even though it's not, because Google Plus is stupid, and I'm not going into this rant. Breathing. Okay, now, that being said, so I'm just going to give you guys my deck list, and again, you can ask in the comments below about any of my card choices, why I'm running this, why am I not running this, and just my thoughts on this and this and this and this, and then I'll answer them on Friday. If anyone else watching this wants to like speculate on why I'm doing some of this stuff, then by all means take some guesses and see if you guys are correct on why I'm running certain cards in here and why I'm not. That being said, let's get to this. This should hopefully be a shorter video. So for the monsters, I'm running the 12 colors. Not much else to say on them, and since I'm running the standard build, I'm also running 2 Trimmerdrock, 2 Dragonite Corseska, 1 Flamvelguard, 1 Kidmodo Dragon, and that's it for the dragons themselves. For the remaining monsters, 3 Maxi and a Battle Fader. For the spells, I am running 3 copies of Dragon Ravine, 3 copies of Sacred Sword of 7 Stars, Book of Moon, and Enemy Controller. For the traps, I am running 3 copies of Phoenix Wing Wind Blast, 2 copies of Trap Stun, a Bottomless Trap Hole, a Compulsory Evacuation Device, a Return from a Different Dimension, a Solemn Warning, and Torrential Tribute. I do not have a 6th Sense at this time. That's the one thing I will answer. And when I do, I'm going to drop Bottomless for it. So you can pretend that Bottomless is a 6th Sense, but yeah, I don't have one, so I'm running Bottomless in its place. For the extra deck, 2 copies of Mecha Fanabeast Draco Sack, 1 Big Eye, and 1 Thunder Charger for the Xyz. For the Synchros, I'm running 1 Star Eater, 1 Crimson Blader, 1 Colossal Fighter, Red Dragon Archfiend, Stardust Dragon, Scrap Dragon, Thought Ruler Dragon, Archfiend. Oh god, if he was a dragon. 2 Ancient Fairy Dragon, 1 Black Rose Dragon, and an Armory Arm. And that is the actual deck itself. Again, I'm not going to spend the next 10 minutes explaining all of my wonky card choices. I'm going to devote an entire video explaining all of those, plus things you can do with them. Basically make it a much more interactive type of thing. Ask your questions in the comments below why I'm doing this or that and this or that. And tell me if you like this idea of trying to do a deck profile. If you do not like this approach, then I'm going to go back to just doing it all in one vid when I eventually get to the Red Eyes build and the rank 10 Gishki Turbo deck that I've also been playing around with. Like those are the only 3 decks I've been playing in this format. I have been barely playing now that Pokemon X and Y are a thing. So yeah. That being said, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this for what it was worth. And yeah, let the speculation begin. Why am I running Book and Wing Blast, Max Wing Blast and Trap Stuns and no cards of consonants and all that kind of stuff? This will be fun.